gotta get comfortable. Whoops.
Today I'm going to interview you about whales. How do you feel about this topic?
Well, I feel kind of excited and nervous because I know a little bit, but not very much about whales.
So, do you know any movies about whales? Because I know there is quite a few about whales.
In fact, no, I don't. Of course, I think of Moby Dick, which I'm pretty sure was made into a movie, but I've never seen it. And there was one called Free Willy, which I never saw due to the ads appearing so very corny.
You did not hear about the new whale movie?
No, I haven't heard about the new whale movie.
It's called Big Miracles, about the whales and the 5-year-old.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes, I have. Thanks for
Now, what is your
reminding
favorite
me.
type of whale?
My favorite type of whale would be the humpback whale because the sounds that they make are so awesome.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, when I was young, my mom had a record. Those were round circular objects you put on a music machine that noise came out of, and it was the song of the humpback whale, and they interspersed the sound of the whales, all the strange noise, with instrumental music, and we made fun of my mom, but in fact we enjoyed it very much.
That sounds interesting. Did you know that dolphins are just gay sharks?
I've heard that before, and it's my understanding that's simply false, just a goofy sideshow idea from a kid's movie.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure.
Quite sure.
Yes, I believe high school and college biology classes are to be believed above TV or movies.
Have you ever seen a real whale?
Yes, I have several times.
Was it pretty looking? Was it pink? That's my first question. Was it a pink whale?
No, boy, it would be.
It was a
wonderful.
boy whale? How did you tell? How could you tell it was a boy whale?
I sure wish I could see a pink whale. That would be absolutely wonderful. As a matter of fact,
Tell me more about the whale.
I've seen whales on the East Coast and the West Coast. In California, I went on a cruise specifically looking. Wow, I've never had an interviewer brush my hair before. I think I kind of like it. I hope the interview is just about over.
No.
The whales I saw in California were much more active, dramatic, and beautiful than the ones I saw off of the coast of New Hampshire.
There are whales in New Hampshire. I never heard about this. Have you?
Well, I saw them. Yes, because...
What color were they?
Gray.
They weren't blue or pink?
It's possible they were blue, but from the boat they appeared gray.
That sounds boring.
Yes,
What do you think?
This is the Atlantic Ocean.
In what?
Which is very churned up and very gray colored. I do not care to be struck by anyone, let alone an interviewer.
And what were these whales doing?
Swimming.
Were they doing like little dives or going like, yeah, I'm a whale?
The ones on the West Coast seem to be absolutely playing because they move repeatedly in the same regions, and there seemed to be a rhythm between the movement, so it suggested play, whereas the ones in New Hampshire were only going in one direction.
Lazy.
I would call them neither fat nor lazy, but apparently...
Why? Did they not have blubber on them? Blubber?
It appeared they were going in one direction and only coming
Like the band
out
One Direction.
of the water a small amount, just as needed to deal with the water oxygen, versus the ones in California repeated the movements, went slower, and made much larger dives out of the water as though they were having fun.
Have you ever seen a whale sit on a beach? Get like beached? Because that's like really sad.
Yes, when I was a little girl in Connecticut.
Did it die? They have whales in Connecticut too?
Yep, Atlantic Ocean is all over the place. Well, the one that we found, it was already dead when we found it.
Oh!
Yeah, it was very unpleasant and sad. Oh, I mean, animals never die. They live forever. They never ever die. That's part of the magic of animals. They're different from people.
It was dead, and were there like bodies all over? Were there like people? Oh my gosh! Hold this. Keep talking to about whales.
Just our family members. At first we were excited thinking that we had found one that needed to be rescued, but then we discovered that in fact it was deceased and starting to swell up from the sun and to pustulate and burst open and have things ooze out of it. So yes, then we made very loud, raucous, unpleasant noises, and my mother was afraid of parasites, so we weren't allowed to touch it and had to go back to the house.
Wait, so where exactly was this thing? Were you like living right here?
We were living
and this is the whale, and it's like, I'm a dead whale!
We were living on a house on the beach in Connecticut, okay? And we lived for 2 years, and so we could go out the back door and walk down the beach.
Is this like Timmy the Telepathic Turtle? Because that's a really sad story. Have you ever heard it?
No, and I don't want to hear it because
well, once
I
upon a
don't
time,
like sad
there
stories.
was Timmy, and he was a turtle, and like his
I'm really
owners
bored by this story.
owned a boat, and like, because they owned a boat. So, like, one day they were out at sea, and then they got lost, but Timmy the Turtle was on the ship. And then, like, he was like, yeah, I know the way back home because I'm a telepathic turtle. And then, you know what happened? He got harnessed in the front of the boat.
Okay.
So, like, he was just, like, swimming along, you know, like, I'm a turtle. Awkward turtle. And then... But when they came up on land, like, Timmy, he didn't get out of the way in time, and the boat crushed him. That explains it all.
I'm going to go cry now. Possibly find another book that'll make me feel better.
Back to whales.
Let's wrap this up.
No.
You can interview
No.
yourself. You can create a new style of interviewing for TV.
Have you ever,
Are you going to do that peculiar thing with your tongue and your teeth again?
Here, I have to do it for the
I'm sure
for the whatever you want to call it.
Audience.
Yeah. Wait, I still have one more question about whales.
Go ahead, Alice.
The cat is in the way. Excuse you. This is what I did with my tongue. Okay, I have one more question about whales. I don't think you can see you.
What is it?
If you were a whale, what would your name be?
Blue.
How would you spell that? With a B-L-E-W or perhaps a B-L-U-E or
Just
B-L-
short for blubber and short for blue.
Did you know that most ordinary things come from a whale? Like a dork is a whale's penis, if I'm correct, and a flute is its tail fin.
Wow.
What a coinky-dink!
That's something else.
It truly is. And that concludes